This is an unusual opportunity for me, the opportunity to review a phone. This is the Leagoo Alpha 5, which runs a modified version of Android. Here is the kit itself that comes in the box, and here is a photograph of the inside of the phone. You can see there's two full-size SIM slots and a slot for a TF card. And here's the box. Opening up the box, you get the normal bit of packaging, a nice little box which has got everything else in, and then inside the box there's the box of the phone in itself and the mains charger plug. So it's a Leagoo Alpha 5, as I said before, and there's the plug, which comes in a nice piece of low density polythene, and there's the phone, again wrapped in low density polythene, and there's a screen protector on it. It's quite unusual, this one, because the charging socket's in the top of the phone next to the headphone socket. You've got a label on the back that tells you you've got to take a protective tab off the battery before you can use it. And here's a charging lead that comes with it, and a set of headphones that comes with it, and there's also some instructions and a couple of cleaning wipes that come in there, and a warranty registration card. The instructions are pretty minimal, but they do tell you about things like how to make a call and how to send texts and so on. They don't tell you a lot about the oddities of the version of Android, but I'll cover some of those in a minute. If you've used Android before, you won't have too much difficulty with this. It has some slightly annoying iPhone-like features in that everything that's installed has to be on a home page, but other than that it's not that far off standard Android. And there's the back. The back just clips on. You have to get your fingernails in there to pull it off. At the bottom that only appear when you touch the bottom part of the phone. The labels tell you what they do, and I do in a minute as well.
Okay, so I want to run through this quite quickly. First of all, there are the three buttons at the bottom of the screen that you can't see, which you saw in the photograph just now. If I press the middle one for a long time, I get a carousel of all the tasks I've run recently. If I press the back button, I go back to where I was, and if I press the little ellipsis button, I get a diagram of all of my home screens so I can quickly switch between them. Press the phone button, and it comes straight into my speed dial favourites. I can also, if I want to, choose recents or contacts if I want to search through all my contacts. So that's very nice and easy to use. I have a button for contacts, which is nice, but probably don't need it really because it's all in the phone. Messages. There are my messages. If I want to add one, I just click on add, type in somebody. Let's try. Finally, that takes you straight into the browser, which I've currently got pointing at Facebook. Back to this carousel thing. I've been using a number of apps on this phone, including the camera app. That was a bad choice, wasn't it? And there we are, looking out my window. And there we are. Don't know why it took so long to come up, because it should have been already in memory. And somewhere here I should have maps open. I've got a lot of stuff open, haven't I? No wonder it takes a bit of time to do things. Email. This is my Yahoo account, so you can see all my emails there. So let's go to the page where I've got all my navigation programs. I'm in the process of sorting this phone out. When I bought it, I connected to my Google account, and of course it downloaded all the apps from my previous phone, and the photograph that I've got as my wallpaper, which is my granddaughter a few years ago, first time I took her out canoeing. There we are, there's the maps. The maps are quite good. Another thing I wanted to show you is the clock app. It works a little bit differently from the clock apps on my other phone, so if I just touch on the clock there, it goes straight into the display where I can set the time if I want to, but I can also set up alarms. It's got preset a tomorrow alarm, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday alarm, and a Saturday alarm, so you can just edit them to be whatever you want, or of course you can add your own by just pressing the little plus button at the bottom. There's a timer here, so if I want to time something, I can time it, and then there's a stopwatch there. So if I go into the timer for a minute, and seconds, but it didn't seem to want to know just then, so here we are. Beep, 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 beep. So click on stop to stop that. Sorry, I wanted to show you the settings. You can swipe down and you get all these shortcuts here. So you can see that you've got mobile signal. You can turn the Wi-Fi on and off. You can turn the Bluetooth on and off. You can turn the location things on and off. You can adjust the brightness of the screen. All of those things, and then of course you get the little icon for settings there, which takes you straight into settings.
Now, of course, everybody wants to know what the camera's like. This is a photograph I took of my daughter in her Green Lantern costume outside her house in the evening sunlight. Camera's not too bad, and here is another photograph taken indoors in artificial light. And then just for a bit of fun, this was taken outside by torchlight and by the light on the phone in the garden. And what I was after there was just a video to show the fact that I've put a waterproof case under the water, and that's worked quite well. I can now say that I have looked at this movie after having produced it, and the screen captures are a lot better in the real movie than they were when I was reviewing it, so that's one good worry that I didn't need to have.